And this is at my sister's home in San Diego, taken with my mother and father, and my sister in the back. And my father, as he got older, became very cantankerous. He always had a kind of grumbling, as a kind of curmudgeon, and so one time when I went home to visit, the first thing he said to me when I went in the door was, "Remember, this is my house and you obey me." And I just come from Amaravati, where that's what I've been saying to all of you. And then before he died, when I went to, one time he was bedridden in the hospital, and so I went to see him, and he couldn't move his legs or things. All he could, I could feed him ice cream. He liked ice cream. And then I thought, well, I'll give him a massage. And so I said, can I give you a massage? And he says, no, you don't need to do that. I said, but you should, your skin, you'll get these bed sores, bedridden like this. It's really, you need a massage. He says, no, go away, I don't want any. And so then I said, well, I'm going to give you one anyway. And then and he didn't stop me. He couldn't actually, and he really enjoyed it, and I could see that he didn't know how to receive. He was very giving in many ways, but he didn't know how to receive things, or so it was one of his problems in life. And that's Luang Por Chah after his stroke in the Chulalongkorn Hospital. 83. And he had the stroke during the Vasa. And so as soon as the Vasa was over, I went back to Thailand, and he was in one of the main hospitals in Bangkok. So, and this is what he was like. And of course, he's a very vibrant, he's a very charismatic teacher. Actually, he had incredible charisma. But when I saw him in the hospital, it was just like that. I just, couldn't speak or move. And so it was rather heartbreaking. Lay people would break down in tears in front of him. And I felt a sense of real grief, of seeing him like that. And because of the way he taught, he kept getting us to look at our own minds. So, and I saw myself not wanting him to be like this, and how everybody around wanted him to become like he was. Here we were always listening to him and saying what a great teacher he is. And then when he goes like this, then we don't want him like that. We want him to, there's so much effort to trying to get him back to be the Ajahn Chah we all liked. And I saw that in myself. I saw that's a desire. I don't want you like this. I want you to be like you were. So I stopped doing that, and this is how you learn. You see how not wanting something to be the way it is suffering. So a lot of people around him were suffering a lot because he didn't want him like this. And Ajahn Liam, though, the present head monk of Wat Pah, he was very with it. He was quite he's a wise monk. But a lot of them, especially lay people, a lot of monks disrobed at this time. They lose faith, because their faith is with their what they think Luang Por Chah is, and when he's no longer like that, then they lose it. And this is where, that's not that's not the kind of faith that leads towards liberation. But actually, the way Luang Por taught was very direct, and he wasn't teaching, not saying you must have faith in me, but he was always getting us to look at our own, our own creations and our own loves and hates. And that's Ajahn Jagaro, who founded the monastery in Australia, in Western Australia. And we were talking, this was before his stroke. I don't remember where this was. Oh, is it? And then this was 1984. And Buddha Tat, this was taken at Suan Mok. Tanjakun Buddha Tat, Tanjakun Panyananta, and Prakru Silananda, who was at Wat Puttapatip, and Venerable Revada Dhamma, the Burmese monk in Birmingham who passed away, Ajahn Po, who's now the teacher at Suan Mok, or the abbot, and then Pabakaro and myself. And George.
มนิยาปัจฉายสัทเทวมนุสายอนุตตรังสัมมาสัมโพธิงอภิสัมพุทโธปัจจัญญาสิงยโตจักโขเมภิกขเวอิเมสุจตุสุอริยสัจเจสุเอวันติปริวัตตังทวาทสาการังยถาภูตังญาณทัสสนังสุวิสุทธังอโหสิอัฏฐาหังภิกขเวสเทวเกโลเกสมาระเกสพรหมเกสัสสมณพรหมสหัสสมภินิมิตสารุนังดังเยเนกรังวิจังโกรัสเสนะมารังดานาดินามาวิตินาจิตวามุนิโนดันเตจะสัมภวตุเตจยมังคลานิมาราชิเรกมปิโยจิตสัมภราโกรัมปนาลวะกมากมตาดายาดังกันติสุดันตวิกินาจิตวามริโนตันเตจะสัมภวตุเตจยมังคลานินาลาหิริงกนวรังอภิญญาตโพตังกาวังกิจังกมสเนวสุดารุนังกังเตตังอุเสกวิกินาจิตวามุนิโนตันเตจะสัมภวตุเตจยมังคลานิโยกิตตังกมติหานะสุดารุนันตังตาวันติโยชนะปะทังสุริมาลวันตังอิติปิสังกตมโนจิตวามุนิโนทังเตจะสัมภวตุเตจยมังคลานิกตวานาการตมุตรานิวกาลินีนาชิงชายตุตวชนังชนะกายมาเจสันเตนะโสมาวิตินาจิตวามุนิโนทังเตจะสัมภวตุเตจยมังคลานิสัจจังวิหายมติสัจจกวาลกิโต
This is what should be done by one who is skilled in goodness and who knows the path of peace. Let them be able and upright, straightforward and gentle in speech, humble and not conceited, contented and easily satisfied, unburdened with duties, and frugal in their ways, peaceful and calm and wise and skillful, not proud and demanding in nature. Let them not do the slightest thing that the wise would later reprove, wishing in gladness and in safety, may all beings be at ease. Whatever living beings there may be, whether they are weak or strong, omitting none, the great or the mighty, medium, short or small, the seen and the unseen, those living near and far away, those born and to be born, may all beings be at ease. Let none deceive another, or despise anything in any state. Let none through anger or ill will wish harm upon another, even as a mother protects with her life her child, her only child. So if a boundless heart should one cherish all living beings, radiating kindness over the entire world, spreading upwards to the skies and downwards to the depths, upwards and unbounded, free from hatred and ill will, whether standing or walking, seated or lying down, free from drowsiness. One should sustain this recollection. This is said to be the sublime abiding, by not holding to fixed views, the pure-hearted one, having clarity of vision, being free from all sense desires, is not born again into this world.
There's old Buddha sitting under the Bodhi tree, Bodhi tree. There's old Buddha, mind as quiet.
And this is just after his death. I was in Ubon giving a retreat at Wat Kuren, where Ajahn Buriso, the one behind me, was the head monk at Wat Kuren, with beautiful forest monastery. And we heard that, and Ajahn Yanarato was Anagarika then, weren't you? You were a monk, yeah. But you were on my retreat.
I couldn't. I was with Ajahn correspondent.
Oh. And anyway, we heard at Wat Kuren that he was dying. So Buriso and I went immediately to the hospital in Ubon, and then they told me they'd taken him back to Wat Pah Pong because they wanted him to die at the monastery, and he died on the way. And it's very interesting to see, like, for the 10 years that he was incapacitated, then there'd be emergencies, like here Ajahn Pasno would phone up and say, I think Luang Por Chah is dying, and then I'd try to go to Thailand, but see him before he died, and then he wouldn't. And so there's many kind of false alarms. But each time, you feel this sense of grief. And then when actually I heard that he was actually dead, I felt real grief just on that, just the word dead. And even though, one felt a certain grief at seeing him incapacitated, that's why I contemplate the sound of that word, death. And death is to give such finality, there's dead, then there's nothing, there's nothing left. And it's just a corpse that you have to get rid of. And memories. And so I'm looking at this was his corpse just after he died. And that's in 1992, when I was given this ecclesiastical title, and the king would offer this ceremonial fan. So that's the king of Thailand. That's me with the king of Thailand. And this is after that. You see, I was honored because when Luang Por Chah died, then they wanted to honor him, so they gave these ecclesiastical titles. And I think I was the first Western person, non-Thai monk, to get one. I was very surprised, actually, by that. So this is his coffin. They have these beautiful, like that's mother pearl inlaid lacquered coffin, and then these are wreaths, from the royal family. Those ones with this with that symbol, and that's my ceremonial fan. And so this was, before they kept his body for a year after he died, and prepared this marvelous funeral. It was really incredible cremation ceremony a year later. But inside this very beautiful coffin is another one that he was actually in. So they didn't burn the fancy one. It's just merely to give it a nice appearance on the outside.
Wasn't it a coffin made by prisoners in a jail?
I think so, yeah.
Mother of pearl. Was it one prisoner?
I don't remember.